Good morning. We're skipping the whole intro thing because apparently this thing is about to premiere here pretty soon. Here, as a matter of fact, there we go. Um, it's about to premiere in a few minutes, so we're gonna go ahead and get it up, get it ready. This is directly from their website. So hopefully I can I want to mess with the screen here. I want to go to full screen. So there we are. Yeah, it ain't it's too early for me to be up in the morning. That's for damn sure. But obviously, like I said, I want to get this out of my usual bedtime is only about it's only about an hour difference. So it's not too big a deal for me. I'll still get enough, sleep. I'm not at my store today, so I have somebody running that today. So usually on Thursdays, I go in pretty late. So yeah, yeah. Some of you guys are all over the place. I don't know if Brad's going to make it or not. He knows what time it's going on, but like I said, I think we are. They said six a.m. Pacific time, 9 a.m. Eastern, but I think they're going to drop it here in the next couple of minutes, which is why I can't expand the screen like I want to. Hold on. Here we go. Countdown. Uh, I wouldn't be surprised if this thing crashed a bunch of times on its way through there, especially with my shitty cable. Yeah, let me know if you guys can't hear anything. I'm hearing it fine. Can you guys hear it on your end? Let me know if you can't. How you doing, Jamie? Thanks for joining in. Yeah, fourth. There's music playing right now. Yeah, I'm gonna go ahead and show the trailer. I'm gonna watch it live with you guys. Um, I'm probably gonna get copyright claimed, but not a copyright strike, so I'm all right. Everybody in the chat, can you hear? Everything's cool. Good. 25 seconds away. Here we go.
Crypto. Home. Take me home. Superman. Superman.
There you have it. Well, what do you guys think? Not a lot to go on there. I mean, obviously, I see Lex Luthor. I see the Green Lantern. I saw Guy Gardner for a second there. I saw Hawk Girl. Obviously, Crypto. He's got the cape that looks cheesy, but that's fine. That's going on, Azteca. I like the Top Gun feel of it. I saw what they were talking about when they were talking about the cinematography as far as the action shots for Top Gun. The audio was messed up on your end. Okay, I had it cranked up on here, so I'm gonna see this again. I'm gonna watch it again because why not? It's 2 minutes. Let's do this again. Hopefully the audio syncs up because it might have been because it was just premiering for everybody. So let's try it again. Take a look. I don't need the countdown. I guess the countdown was embedded into their original thing. Let's go right to. All right, here we go. Well, I'm assuming this is the Fortress of Solitude, right there, because I guess Crypto. That's where Crypto's staying. So that's. It looks like Tony Khan. That's what that hair looks like. Tony Khan. If you watch AEW, you know what I mean. Bill. I'm assuming that costume's not growing on me, guys. I just can't. It's not a deal breaker for me. Every time I see the new costume, I don't like the costume.
Crypto. Home. Take me home. Superman. Superman.
it's the length of an actual trailer, but it doesn't. It's a teaser. It gives you. There's no premise. That So I guess they're looking for the first trailer, obviously, because the first trailer gives you the premise of what this is all about, who the main villain is. We see Lex Luthor there. Nicholas Holt looks great. Oops, hold on. I'm echoing. Um, no, the legacy doesn't need to be back in there. That was a stupid title. I hated that title. I'm okay with just being Superman. Superman is fine. I could have done without the crypto and the cape, the crypto, but that. Like I said, none of those aesthetics are really going to be bad to me. Not a lot to go on. I mean, I guess I could watch it over and over again, but it gives you the look and the feel of what it's going to be about. The opening up. I don't know if you guys ever watched The Greatest American Hero when you were kids. I did. He, crashing into the snow like that. I didn't get a sense of what he's up against. I mean, I saw some monsters and stuff there, but I don't think that's the enemy. That's the villain. So, once again, a reminder, though. This is a teaser trailer. The actual trailer number 1 will probably give you the premise. You'll probably see the villain, whoever it is that could do that much damage to a Kryptonian. I don't know. That's about all I have for it. I mean, it's a start. It's a start. Between now and July 11th, so you have 7. You have just over. You have 7 months. You have over almost 7.5 months till it goes through. So I'm expecting to see a one trailer. Now I'm thinking that might be a Super Bowl thing. And then your final trailer would put you in maybe 90 days before the movie, because if you put a trailer, a number 1 trailer in Super Bowl, which is February, that still gives you 5 months until the actual movie goes on, and then a month later, 2 months later after that, maybe like March or April, you can put your final trailer out there. But this was just a teaser trailer. There's no premise. I don't see. I mean, you get to see him. You get to see him in motion. You get to see some of the characters that are out there, but there's really no premise of what they're going up. And a lot of that stuff is going to be mixed up, like what you saw there. Probably everything that you saw is not in context of what it actually means to the movie. But this score for me felt a lot more like Top Gun. It's obviously you hear the John Williams in there, but I actually felt, if you listen, for those of you who are not geezers or anything, the Top Gun score that dun, dun, it kind of sounded like that. It kind of had a feel of a Top Gun movie more than it did a Superman movie for me. But the good is that you got to see some of these characters. You got to see the Green Lantern. You got to see Hawkgirl. You got to see Lex Luthor, Lex Corp, and all that. So, like I said, I think the hype probably should be for the number 1 trailer. This is just a teaser. So, what did you guys think about it? Boombastic, you thought it was awesome. The audio was messed up on my. Yeah, I don't know. I was blaring on my end, but I think because so many people on the East Coast were watching it, it might have been staggering or anything like that. So I'm not real sure. That's why I did it again for you, to play it again. So hopefully you can. Yeah, I can't wait to see the actual trailer, though. Like I said, this is a teaser, and I think what you're going to hear a lot today. A lot of people are going to be like, "Well, what was that? Was that it? Is that all?" Remember this, and I know they had a teaser yesterday for a teaser today, which is just, I know it's a norm now, but it's kind of annoying. But this is just a teaser trailer. This is just to give you a glimpse, give you a taste. The trailer, like when we see the trailer, I'm assuming somewhere near February or so, that's going to give you the premise. You're going to know who the big baddie is by that time. You're going to know what knocked the hell out of him and put him in the snow like that. I hate this costume. I really, and I like I said, it's not going to stop me from seeing the movie, but it's every time I look at it, I'm like, oh, I really hate the costume. I hate the collar. I hate the cape. I love that S. Not for this though. As is a Kingdom Come S, and I'm gonna take that to the hill or die on that hill. And I absolutely abhor the trunks. The trunks are like, that's a horrible idea. Other than that, there just wasn't a lot. There's just a lot of stuff, like I said, I'm going to have to watch some of the guys who are way better at cutting up trailers and looking at the premise and saying, oh, you missed that. Because, to me, that 2 minutes went by fast, by the way. So there you go. Yeah, I was started. That's why I got on here early, because I saw a lot of other people that were streaming. And then I saw on my little reminder thing, it gave me the reminder on my phone. I wish my damn shows to do that. And it said 5:52. That's why I got in so quick. That's why I skipped the opening of the show. I usually do my countdown. I usually do my theme song. As soon as I realized, when you went on the actual website or actual YouTube page, it was about to go. They had that timer going. I'm like, okay, I don't want to miss it. So there you go. Capimo, nice to meet you. I hope I'm pronouncing that right. Thanks for coming in for the first time. I don't recall meeting you before. Welcome to the Sci-Fi Dinner. Yeah, it was. Movie looks like it's fun. Like I said, if this teaser right here is like, I think it gets us talking about it. We're 7 months out. I think this teaser, like a teaser should happen a little bit more. Even if the main trailer is in February. But tomorrow is going to be interesting on the DC Studios show, because now we're going to be 24 hours removed from the teaser. So now we may get more info about it. We may get more things dropping now that the hype, the hype machine is going. Maybe he'll be more forthcoming with some of the stuff in there. But other than that, I thought it was all right. I mean, I thought it was okay. Without words. Oh, never mind. I thought that. Jeez. Man, it's okay. All right, now when you guys give your responses, though, like I said, once again, let's qualify them. The fact we did not just see a trailer; we saw a teaser. Now, if this was the first teaser and we were left with a lot of those questions, I'd be like, okay, we got a problem. But I'm assuming that the main trailer will be sometime later on in the winter. Yeah, that's why we watched it again. It flew by really quick. It's awful. Like I said, I don't think anybody. And see, now they're sending out another reminder for the actual trailer, that the original reminder, which is weird. Like I said, I'm usually not up this morning. Usually by 6 o'clock, I've been in bed for about an hour. So there you go. Yeah, that's what who knocked that Super Bowl out. That's what I think you'll see in the main trailer. I think you'll see that or somewhere else. I'm guessing he'll get an upgrade on the suit. I hope so. I hope he gets beat up and the suit gets all messed up and he's like, damn it, I can't use this anymore. I got to get a new one. And you do some kind of Iron Man routine where this little capsule opens up and it's a new suit without the trunks. I'm assuming they're going to keep the S. I think he likes that S, but I hate the collar. I really don't, as a comic book collector, seller, retailer, I hate the Injustice / New 52 costume. I hate that Superman costume. The only redeeming factor about that costume is there's no chunks on that one. But this is like all the things I hate in those two versions of Superman costume. Plus, you got underwear. He's wearing underwear again on the outside of this thing. So there you go. Brad might just get his wish. I'd rather watch Superman and Lois. It's too early in the morning to pass just around it. Like I said, it's a teaser. Like I said, I know when I wake back up, I'm gonna hear that was underwhelming type of situation. For a teaser, nah. For a trailer, a main trailer, yeah, you're gonna need about the 2 minutes that we saw there. Just gave you an opening, gave you some introductions, visual introduction. The trailer needs to lay out okay, who is he fighting? How big is this? How much peril is he in? A little bit more. I don't think they're going to do origin stories, but I saw Smallville, so he doesn't have to give an origin story to visit Mom and Pa Kent. I don't know if they're still alive in this this iteration or not. So it's even worse on the second watch. Oh man, you guys are rough. No, I hate that title. Pretty much what we've seen before in the Superman film, before Donner and Snyder film, just different characters sprinkled in. I felt at the beginning, felt a lot of a Snyder, like the way the whole opening and the flight and everything else, things like that. I felt a little bit of Snyder influence. I felt a lot of Donner influence. I am as I move away from being 6 years old, the Donner thing just doesn't do for me what it does for other people. 6-year-old me loves Superman and Superman 2. Still, 50-year-old still loves him. But as far as my modern day contemporary entertainment, I need my Superman to reflect the world. I need him to stand out against the world that I live in. And Donner Superman just doesn't do it anymore for me. It did. It's still up there. Superman 2 is still one of the greatest sequels ever made. But once again, it's a 42, going on 45-year-old movie. 1980 we're rolling on 45 years ago. So my biggest question, and I would need to see more, how much of the Donner influence is in there? Because you can only do so much Donner influence before it becomes cartoonish in our era. So, but I can't glean that off of this teaser. I have to see the trailer first. So, Robert C, welcome to the chat. Robert C, it looks good. Oh, what did you love about it, William? Start with that. I don't think I love anything about it. I don't think I'm meant to, though, because there's just not enough there to really grasp onto. I like the way Nicholas Hoult looks as Lex Luthor. I like the way LexCorp goes. That's it. I don't love anything about it yet. I mean, asking me that question again when I see the actual trailer. You know what I mean? It's a tough question right now. Yeah, it's only a teaser. Like I said, I mean, I'm all right with everything in there, but you got to realize there are certain elements in here. I'm not a JLI guy, and I see a lot of JLI in there. Like Guy Gardner, to me, just you mentioned Guy Gardner to me, my day's already fucked up. All right, I cannot stand Guy Gardner as a Green Lantern. So obviously, I saw him there. Hawk Girl, I've never, like I said, I'm seeing characters that I usually make me put down JL, Justice League comics. Now they're in a movie. But like I said, I don't love anything about it. It's just not enough there, and that's not a knock on it. There's just nothing. I mean, it's a teaser, right? So. Yeah, trailer. I think they should. I'm thinking Super Bowl Sunday. Because you know what, Fantastic Four is definitely. I think I would bet a lot of money that Fantastic Four is going to have a trailer on Sunday or Super Bowl Sunday. So I'm going to assume we're only a month apart at Stecca, but I'm going to go ahead and assume that that we're probably going to get a Superman trailer and a Fantastic Four trailer and a Jurassic Park trailer all on Super Bowl Sunday. I like I said, I don't have any extremes for it yet, Samir. I'm glad you guys liked it. I mean, yep, trailer's out. Yep. Definitely a trailer. We got damage. Okay. I would have listen, I have no use for crypto. I have no use for crypto on any level. Just don't. The cape. I give him a dog tag with an S on it, and that, like, Titans. I know a lot of the people beleaguer that show, but Titans did it right. Crypto has a S little medallion, little dog chain, and a collar, and that's it. The cape. Come on, man. That's kind of cheesy, but hey. It's too soon for a new Superman movie. Who knows? Only time will tell, Delight. Yeah, I think the 2 times is going to be. The next time I watch it, it'll probably be. I wonder. Hold on, am I still on the air? By the way, I didn't even give a hell that I was whether I was going to get taken down or not. I just said screw it. Warner Brothers is generally good with us on this one, since we're going to help. Now we're still in the air. We're probably going to be promoting this movie. In fact, I've already been told we're probably going to be promoting this movie. So we're probably going to, get permission to show certain trailers, hopefully. Mad Max lost Cowboy for this. Listen, guys, and I'm gonna say it outright. I saw Superman 2 in the theaters. I've been a Superman fan since it was handed down to me from my dad, so all my life. So I've seen multiple Supermen. Cavill just does it for me. Everybody's gonna have a Superman that endears himself, the character to them. Cavill and just that Man of Steel is one of the greatest comic movies ever done. I know people like to rip on it, and they're like, "Oh, Superman should be hopeful and uplifting." I'm like, and I said in a tweet earlier, I've been watching and selling and reading Superman for 40 years now. I have never seen a Superman that eventually didn't get around to being that way. The difference between a certain Superman is that, once again, and I'll say this 1,000 times, everybody wants the finished product Superman that's between their ears to be the one that somebody who's taking on a project puts out there. Nobody wants to let the storyteller tell their story, and you know what? If you're patient and you let him take this journey, he may end up where you think he ends up with. But everybody has got that Superman fixated in their mind, and that's the one that they want somebody else to pick up with, and that's not fair. So Cavill does it for me, but I'm not opposed to opening the door up for this one. There's just certain things that I require out of Superman, but and hopefully I get it out of this one in order to enjoy it. How you doing, Antonio? All right, we're gonna stay live for I'm gonna say about 12 more minutes, and then we're because I was only gonna be on for like 10 minutes to show you a trailer, but I did want to talk to you guys a little bit. There's so much there. Can't wait for the YouTube breakdown. Yeah, the YouTube breakdowns might enhance it for me because the trailer moves fast. Obviously, there's a lot there compacted into 2 minutes. But what you did get from the trailer, the pace of the action looks cool. I do need that for my Superman movie. I need that for superhero movies in general. I need the pace in the the plot, the action to move, and then Superman especially because it's such a visual movie. Austin, what are you still doing up? The trailer was absolutely epic. The teaser, Crypto taking him home. Once again, I have no use for Crypto. That scene was cool though, but lose the cape. Crypto, get in a fight where another super dog rips the cape off, and you just have to call it. The cape was ridiculous. Taking him home, someone shot of him saving a kid. Shots on the farm. Hawk Girl, I could do without. Mr. Terrific, I could do without. Green Lantern, I could do without. I didn't get goosebumps for this. It's a good start. Like I said, in my personal preference when it comes to characters like these, you can put him in a movie. It's not going to hurt it for me. It's not going to kill it for me. He has me, rooting for Weasel. So I mean, I'm not going to have a problem with some of these B characters that are in there, and I don't think they're going to be in there very long. They've made this clear that it is a Superman movie. It didn't give me goosebumps, but it's just another piece to me. It's just another piece with everything that's going on with DC. This teaser did its job. It did exactly. It had the result exactly what we're doing right now. It's got the conversation going. Now, the expectations will rise for the first trailer, which I'm going to firmly bet is going to be on Super Bowl Sunday, along with the Fantastic Four trailer, which is, I can't wait for that. So I don't think you could lose here this morning. I don't think DC or James Gunn could lose here this morning because now we got, we got something to talk about. And then 24 hours from now, DC Studios, they're going to play the shit out of that trailer. They'll probably give us more content. They may even have James Gunn on there to discuss the trailer, maybe an actor or two. So this is a piece. Tomorrow, DC Studios weekly, or it needs to be weekly. It's another piece. The actual trailer in February is another piece, and then everything in between. But not just that, because I know we get, and I said this over again, we get caught up in the movie. The movie is just a piece of the DC brand momentum. The movie does well and nothing else does, then the DC brand is still dead. So what's going on with DC Comics, and we'll discuss that because DC Comics sales have just have skyrocketed. what they're doing on all fronts right now, toys, everything it all has to work. If Superman could be epic, it's not going to matter because you're still talking about a flagship of a dead brand. But if they continue to make these steps in the right direction, and this teaser is one of them, then I think the brand's going to be in a much stronger place come July 11th than it was prior to. So, like I said, I'm looking to have fun with it. I see no reason in this trailer that when I sit down on July 11th that I'm not going to at least have fun. Will it be my favorite Superman movie? Doesn't have to be. Doesn't have to be. You know how I feel. Just get me the lanterns. I'll tell you anything you want me to tell you about Superman 2025. If they ask me, hey, what do you think about? My response is gonna be, well, that depends. What does it mean if I thought it was great? Lanterns. So there you go. Hello. By the way, hi, Austin. Good morning. Fidel Garcia. There's a lot of new people in the chat that I haven't met today. So welcome. If this is your first time to the Sci-Fi Center Presents, we're not up this early. I have no AM in my blood, unless it's, when I go to bed. It makes no sense that John Williams Superman thing is being used for this movie. Might as well use Danny Elfman Batman. No, I can see Fidel, for anybody, I disagree. I'm going to respectfully disagree. Danny Elfman's Batman is not the same stature as Superman's theme. One thing that people got to realize that the Christopher Reeve, even though I just told you guys there's a time and a place for it, and it doesn't age well, and 6-year-old me loved it, but older me is like, ugh, it doesn't matter because nothing changes the fact that was the first major motion picture comic book movie for DC. They had other things, but that was the first major motion picture comic book movie. That is always going to be the first major motion picture Superman movie. And I business wise, it's an excellent decision. Now, should he have his own theme as well? Yes, of course. And I think you'll see that. Like I said, the teaser is just a teaser. We may not even see that score for about 2 seconds in there. And that score may be the beginning of a much longer score. So we got to kind of wait and see. I would say at least give it to the trailer to see what kind of diversity I have. But when it comes to John Williams, that for business-wise, that's the best decision. And I don't expect, most of us fans to agree with that because we're coming from a perspective that is not spending hundreds of millions of dollars on a movie that needs to be multi-generational. That John Williams thing connects me to my dad. And if I had kids, you're talking about 3 generations. That theme belongs to Superman. It doesn't belong to any particular actor or Harvard Place. That is the first major Superman theme. I don't mind it being used throughout, to be honest with you. Tweak it a little bit, do what he's done here, and then have each Superman have their own theme as well. But I would not mind hearing that theme throughout. That is a clarion call to everybody who has ever sat down in front of a Superman movie, let them know your movie, no matter what it was made, is part of this brotherhood. I think it's good business. Like I said, I know I'm in the minority, but once again, fans say and do things off of emotion. The people putting this movie have to do things out of commerce. So I agree with the decision to splice that in there. That's just me. Trailer was awful. Where is all this color people talking about? Colors, Man of Steel, just even look. Oh, geez. I hear the color thing, and I think that's overrated. I think a lot of people, once again, they're when I hear some of the stuff that people are using to describe what they want out of a Superman movie, I don't want to insult people, but I'm like, what have you been watching this entire time? Everything you're asking for, I've seen it in these movies. Hell, even my least favorite Superman movie, which is Superman Returns. I don't count Superman 3 and 4 in the 80s. I saw all that there. So yeah, it's just PC Frankenstein. But see, Man of Steel didn't need that. Didn't need. In fact, I was happy with the way Man of Steel. This movie has decided to go in that direction. Is that fine? But how Man of Steel looks is proper for what that movie is. I'm always gonna prefer that version of Superman. I love the beginning. I love the alienness of it. The fact that it starts out knowing this is not something from Earth. The whole alien technology, the Kryptonian technology throughout their technology, how they act, they were so alien. Especially when you got the other Kryptonian Zod and all them on the screen, you saw just how alien they were. I'll never forget that one scene in Man of Steel where Zod hacks into all the TVs to give everybody the warning. You see you see his face, but you see the static. I love that scene. That was an alien type scene. Listen, other people are going to take a more classic 1950s, 1980s comic approach. That's fine. That's fine. But I'm always going to prefer the alien approach. That's just me. Cowboy for life. That's fair. Yeet City. Hey, listen, are you a wrestling fan? Yeet. It was all right. Didn't do anything new. Haven't seen it before besides the kaiju. Yeah, I mean, and that's fair enough. A lot of the stuff you saw in that teaser was a lot, but once again, I want to see, what a little bit more before I give, But right now, does this? If I weren't already going to promote and see this movie anyway, does this get me out of the seat to go? No, it doesn't. It's not meant to. It's meant to get the conversation, in the primer going, and then we go from there. John Williamson will satisfy. You can say that, Mad Max, but you can also say it's a good business. It's recognizable. See, when you're trying to market things, you want what's the word? It's too early in the morning. I'm better with words than this. The recognition, that brand recognition. Even if each Superman that ever uses that a version of that theme is drastically different from the other one, it's still a brand recognition that gets a whole bunch of people into it. It's just like I said, somebody used a perfect analogy the other day. James Bond. James Bond's been around 70 years. That's that theme song, that main, and then that him walking with the gun and shooting at the person with the view lens. That's been in every James Bond movie since they've been doing James Bond movies. Yet there's been drastically different. Daniel Craig's James Bond is way different from Roger Moore, but yet that signature theme lets you know this is James Bond. That's fine. That's good business. Like I said, I don't expect every fan to like it. And yeah, listen, I'm going to try to steer my conversation away. I know there's crybabies out there. I know there's detractors out there. I know there's the move on knuckleheads out there. And I know there's the James Gunn, is this and that, a pedal, all that out there. I'm going to try to keep my conversation away from that and just focus it based on what we're seeing, because, man, it could turn into a shit show then. Okay, I like the trailer. Let's see. We're going to... probably going to wrap this up here pretty soon. You've got mail. Why am I getting mail? Oh. I was hoping Brad would pop in, but apparently it's probably really hard for, if he went to bed, because we did do a show last night. Samuel Forrest, I loved Hulk. This looks perfect. I thought, now that one was a 10 for me. That, that Lex Luthor looks good. He looks good. I like the LexCorp emblem. He looked that's fine. I think Nicholas Hoult looks great as that one. Let's see. Looks corny. Wow, but you guys are all over the board with this one. Now here's what I do agree with you. It's like I said, as somebody who grew up with all these Supermans, even in George Reeves Superman, from me, as I grow older, as I've grown into adulthood and beyond, I want what Zack Snyder gave me, as far as I want that Superman to be viewed as how he would be viewed in my world. I don't mind if the journey ends up with him being this happy, hopeful cheerleader that everybody thinks that he should start out as. But I lost my luster for that being the only thing, the only aim. I think people are just throwing words out there when they say that. Because I don't see what Superman you could have been watching the last 40 or something years to be missing some of these things that you clamor for now. But I don't think mature is the question. I just, I don't. There's nothing in this trailer that lets you know what the tone is yet. There's nothing in there. There's nothing that you can get, in my opinion, that you can get to let you know what's in it other than some action. I mean, they because it's a trailer, it's a teaser. They cut up the conversation pieces and they threw it at you, which is what they're supposed to do. Let's stop calling it a trailer, by the way. Yeah, it's a teaser trailer, but you're gonna see in a couple months the difference between this and an actual trailer. You're gonna get more meat on the bone. You're gonna get premise when you get to the trailer. This is just a teaser. It's not supposed to give you everything. It's not supposed to answer all your questions. It's supposed to start the conversation. So on that note, it's a success. All right, I'm going to answer a couple more, and then I'm going to head off to bed because I probably should have gone to bed already. I was hoping for as a massive fan, this would be good, like cheesy quality. Hey, all these opinions you guys giving me are fair. As long as you're giving me, like I said, the only opinions I really just want to move away from are the people who are just mad at Gunn or mad at WBD and all that stuff. I understand that anger, but as far as objectively, if that is your objective opinion, I mean, that's you. I mean, this is what the show's for. This is your time to tell me. Let's see. Crypto. I've never in my cinematic life needed a crypto in any of the movies or the comic books. He had like one good story that was fine for me. I didn't mind this though. I didn't mind crypto in there. It's not like you told me, oh, crypto's going to be in it. I'm staying home. Just lose the cape. I mean, the cape looks silly, but hey, that's just me. Here's the thing, though, Austin. This movie has to transcend multiple generations. And to be honest with you, the one thing they can't miss on one because they need them all. When you're rehabilitating a brand, that's why the John Williams, that's why all that stuff that he's doing is important. I think it looks just from the way he's doing things right now and what he's saying and what's been out there as before he put pen to paper when he became studio head, to revise his original script. He's pressing 60. So he's a generation extra. So you got that one covered, but he also knows that there's generations out there. Hell, there's still baby boomers out there that are taking their grandchildren to the movie. And hell, some of you generation Xers have grandkids. So we're talking about a multi-generation. So he's got to hit on all different levels if he wants to do that whole household approach that I've always said. It feels like something okay for some people. That might be a problem. That's where you got to be careful when you move towards the Donner and the Salkind and the 80s stuff, because that stuff was cartoonish. So once I see the actual trailer, I'll be able to give a bit. But like I said, a teaser doesn't give me that type of feel. The animated stuff, I know some people love it, but some people don't even relate to it whatsoever. Many people have never even seen it. So he's got a balancing act he's got to pull off, and it's a hard one, but hey, you took the job, homie. Let's see. Good morning, buddy. Boots. Yeah, if I don't get around to you, if your first time, hello, welcome to the like I said, this is rare. I'm usually not up doing a stream this early. I will agree that Man of Steel was a true sci-fi movie, and that's probably, as a sci-fi geek and a comic fan, that's probably why I prefer it. I don't know if this movie is going to lack that element, though. Like I said, I can't tell you that just from the basic trailer. I have to watch it again. I didn't see him, but that doesn't mean he wasn't there. Shit, I missed a whole bunch of stuff, and when it comes to trailers, I'm not good at pointing things out in detail as some of these other guys are, so I'm going to let them do it. Yeah, like a superhero movie. Looking like a source material is a bad day. It definitely looks sci-fi. Um, as somebody who lives and breathes and dies on the source material, it's a fine line. I read the comics, but I also know that not everything in the comic is transferable to a motion picture. And sometimes, and I'm not saying this is the case here, but I can see it, source material is a guideline. It is not a Bible when it comes to, you know, how something should look and feel. It should be recognizable, and that Superman is definitely recognizable. But as somebody who literally sells the source material, I don't think it's always appropriate that it goes 100% because I'm not reading a comic when I go to the movies. I'm going to the movies. So it's a fine line there, but I get what you're saying. Let's see, music man. Hi, what's up? Good morning, music man. I got to get out of here pretty soon, so I'm going to give this. We've been on the air. I'll give it a solid. I'll give it another 5 minutes, and then, like I said, this was not supposed to go on as long. I didn't expect. I didn't expect anybody to be watching this early, like watching me. I expected the people to be watching the trailer, but for those of you who are, there's about 50 of you in here right now at this point in the morning where I never stream. Thank you for being here. Please hit like and subscribe, share, do all that kind of stuff, and then especially for you brand new people, look at some of our other content. Maybe some of it'll click to you, and hopefully we can keep you around. How you doing, Chappie? Yeah, and if you're watching on YouTube, because we have 50 over the total platform, come on over, and you know, there you go. Hook us up with the like and subscribe there, because like I said, there's a lot of super chat. Daniel, why doesn't it let me do this? There we go. Daniel Martin, good to see you again, William. Based on what you've seen so far, do you feel this is consistent with Gunn? That you think this is the size of the big? I can't. It looks to me, it looks different than anything he's done. I want to wait until two. I mean, in order for me to make a determination whether this is a breakout signature film for him, aside from what he's done, I'd actually have to see the movie. At the very least, I would need to see the trailer because this is just a teaser. I don't. And I hope people don't do too much judgment on this as far as broad scathing, a judgment, because it's only a teaser. Trailer time, there's going to be a lot more. Now we can start judging. Thank you for the support, though, Daniel. Now we can start discussing premise, setting, who, what, where, when, a little bit more than we can today. Today is just to get the conversation going. So I'm all right there. All right. Oh man, starting to fade here, so it's going to be yeah. I prefer Man of Steel because of that sci-fi element, but that does it for me. I'm open to different forms of Superman. I'm open to this. I'm okay with what we saw today. It's as a start, and like I said, I personally would have loved to start the hype a lot earlier, than we have, because I think, and they're finally doing the right things. Like I said, I think that focusing on the movie is okay, but it's not going to do anything for the overall brand. Now I feel a lot better because we're seeing DC Comics start to sell really well. I tell you personally, I'm so happy. We got the Absolute Universe, we got DC All In. Not just the Absolute stuff is selling, but it's carrying the other mainline titles as well. Black Label's doing well. I got Vertigo coming back. Somebody is making the right decisions finally, and they're making them all in unison. Now you have this trailer. Now you got other stuff going along. It's the brand. It's the brand that's moving forward. So yeah, but I am completely open to going to see this movie and having fun. Just because I prefer Zack Snyder's version of Superman doesn't mean that that excludes anything else for me. Even if I see it and I still like Zack Snyder's more, it's just I before I leave this planet, I might see a few more people play Superman, and that might still be my favorite. So there you go. We are going to do an entire catalog watch along on New Year's Eve for AFSP. All right, guys, there we go. That is it. I only meant to be on the air long enough to to watch the trailer and then go back to bed, or go to bed. But you guys got me going, so thank you for like I said, don't mind it at all. We had some good questions, and like I said, just remember this is just a teaser, just to get us talking and then going in the right direction. Now from here, there's a lot that DC can do to carry this out. You know, they can expound on this trailer. They can do their own breakdowns of this trailer. They can have a lot of interviews with this trailer about it. There's a lot that they can do to enhance the viability of this teaser, and it's going to be on them and how they market it. But all right, guys, we'll probably reconvene later on tonight. We'll talk about this a little bit more. But once again, we will not be dedicating entire shows to this. This is the show. This is the one that's dedicated to it. So we will see you later on this evening. Hopefully I have a co-host in. But other than that, have a good morning. Like I said, now the daylight's starting to come. I got to go to bed. And I will see you guys then. Thanks for you. Please like, subscribe. For you first timers, I hope you came here and saw something you liked. And we see you more and more in the future. Until then, good morning.